Gaza
the Gaza Strip to
situation.
move to another country. But they have been trying to live in their own land since a long time, and they were not allowed to do it because he is not allowing this to do. So it sounds paradoxical that we hear this kind of discourse or this kind of justification through human rights to push people out of their own land and forcibly pushing them in the way they have been doing this for along 2 years, moving people from the north or to the south, south to north, claiming different pretexts, trying to eliminate members of Hamas. Now what they want to do is to eliminate people, to get rid of the people, all the Palestinians they can from the Gaza Strip, with this idea that they can do it voluntarily. No. They are not doing it voluntarily. They are pushing them to concentration camps in the south, so they have no other option to push for moving to another place, because otherwise they would be killed. Basically, because every time they go to search for food or whatever, they are also killed. So if you are given the opportunity to escape and run for your life, you will do it.
Of course, if the other option is death, then you're going to choose
This is not voluntarily.
Life.
This is not voluntary, this is forced.
So where does this leave Egypt? They've obviously condemned this idea, this plan all along. They've called it a red line. But could they potentially be forced to actually open their side of the Rafah crossing?
Well, now Egypt is in a much worse situation than ever before, because if you remember last year there were these same discussions about opening the border or not, but at that time Israel was keeping the control of Rafah crossing without allowing people to leave. Now what they want is them to leave. So they will put Egypt in a very delicate situation in which for humanitarian reasons, they should open the gate, because otherwise people will be eliminated physically in the border. But politically speaking, it's something that Egypt doesn't want to do, first of all, because of accepting displacement of people not to return to Gaza is given the victory from the narrative point of view to Israel. And second, because absorbing immigrants from the Gaza Strip is something that, politically speaking, is not accepted by Egypt. I mean, we have a lot of political considerations, humanitarian, ethnographic, or geographic issues that they don't match with what Egypt wants. And it's not part of the bigger plan of the Arab countries that they decided that they will still support for the two-state solution, and this means that Palestinian people should not be displaced from where they should live.
Well, where are things diplomatically right now? We've seen, widespread condemnation around the world to many of Israel's plans, whether it is the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation or its plans to seize Gaza City. Talk of red lines being put in place, and then Israel seemingly just steamrolls right over the top of them. Has diplomacy in all of this just completely failed at this point in time?
Absolutely. At this point, I would say that absolutely failed. And the last attempts we have been seeing that there are European countries or more Western countries trying to recognize or claiming that they will recognize the Palestinian state in the General Assembly meeting. The only reaction that they had is Israel punishing more Palestinian people and taking even more drastic measures. The annexation plan that was announced the other day, it was a result of that. Oh, you want to recognize Palestine? There will not be place to recognize because everything will be occupied and annexed by Israel. So even if in the event in the future there will be a Palestinian or proto-Palestinian state or whatever, it will be the 10th or the 5th % of what it used to be in the Oslo agreements. So every step, ICC, ICG, European Union recognition, whatever, reacted, make Israeli reaction harsher towards a Palestinian population or towards the future of the Palestinians.
So how have we got to that point then? Is it because no one's really stood up, whether it be Joe Biden when he was president, Donald Trump, other world leaders, really failing in their duty to stop Israel from crossing some of those red lines that we've talked about?
At this point, I would say that most of the government have been hypocritical. I mean, that the fact that they are claiming that they're going to do something was not coupled with actual actions. I mean, every country that say we will or we are considering stopping our trade agreements or whatever, nothing happened. If it's not because of the civil societies in the Western countries that they are pushing their own governments to do something different, they would not move a finger.